Hi there. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Tuesdays to be continued. Because I'm a little off schedule, I'm not continuing on with the sweet candy cane that I used on Sunday. Usually I continue on and do something for Tuesday, but my schedule is a little mixed up, so I think I'll be working with this set that I'm going to show you today, this bundle, for the next couple of days, the next couple of lives, I should say. So hope all is well. It is 2 o'clock and I'm going to get started. I see people getting on, so welcome, welcome. It's a little chilly today here, but beautiful. It's going to be actually beautiful for Thanksgiving here in California. Hi, Bev. Hi, Karen. All right, I'm going to turn you down. I don't have my watch on again. Things are still hard around here, so I haven't been able to just get my routine going and staying, so forgot my watch. So I think it's 2 o'clock, so I'm going to turn you down and we're going to get started. All right, there's my host code if you need it. You know you're here with me at Stampin' All Day with Bev, and that my name is Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. Thank you for all of the new people that have been coming on and following me. I have over, I think it's 867 followers now here on this page. So I'm so grateful for that. Keep following me. If you get on here, just follow so those numbers can keep going up. Hello there, Donna. You can shop with me as well at beverleestamps.stampinup.net. And you can visit my YouTube channel for the replays, all my live replays. If you have a question for me, you can email me at mofun44@icloud.com. I read that very often each day, so that's the best way to get a hold of me if you need to get me fast. Here is the card that I made on Sunday. It was a hit. I love it too. So I picked a winner for this one. Let's see who that is. Every time I open it up, I just love this great big J for Jesus. I just love it. Okay, let's see who's getting this card. Pam Kimsky. Congratulations, Pam. I don't have your address, so I do need you to send that to me. Hey, Patty, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, girlfriend. So send me your address, and I will get this card in the mail to you as soon as possible. All right, if you have your catalogs with you, page 66, Awash in Beauty is the name of the sweet collection. I'm going to be using True Beauty stamp set and the True Beauty, I think they're called, Organic Beauty dies that coordinate with this gorgeous, gorgeous stamp set right here. My word, another beautiful bundle and suite if you're going to get the DSP and all the embellishments and everything. What I fell in love with, I'm not using it today, but I will use it on Sunday, is this great big die right here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you got to go to On Stage. Oh, you've been busy. Good for you, girl. Oh, I wish I could go so bad. Someday, someday. All right, so here is the True Beauty stamp set. Page 67 is what I think I just showed you. Hi, Carol. And then the Organic Beauty dies. Let me show you those dies here. I laid them out. And look at this die. Isn't that great? I just love that great big die. And then the flowers and the stems and the sprigs all in that stamp set. It's just beautiful. I wanted to pair it up with the Framed Florets and the coordinating oval dies that come in that set. I'm going to specifically use this one. Now I am going to tell you, hi Jean, that I did do most of the cutting in advance when I could, just because I need to try to shorten my lives a little bit if I can. My mom still needs me a lot. And so I can't be out here too long. So I tried to do a little bit of work in advance. But if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll try to answer. transfer them as soon as possible. The Quatrefoil folder, again, is used because every time I see this oval die, it gives me an old-fashioned Victorian feel, and so does this folder. So I think they're a natural matchup. The last stamp set I used was from Our Home to Yours. This was a special stamp set that you could get with the Fitting Floret special that's going on. So that's where that one came from. And I think I have all my stamps on their blocks, and so we can get going here. I'm going to show you a different technique also. Here's what I need. I need a scrap of espresso cardstock and a scrap, hi Pam, of basic white cardstock. I'm using the basic white seam binding ribbon. Might be my favorite ribbon of all time. I just use it and use it and use it and use it because it can be colored. You can color it. It's just really nice. I love everything about it. Then, let me see I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside of my card, a layer piece. And my card base is just a regular 4 1/4 by 11 portrait style card. So that's the base. In advance, I used the Quatrefoil folder and I embossed 2 layer pieces, one for the outside and yes, one for the inside. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock for the inside on this card. And then here is my frame. I used crumb cake cardstock for that. And here is the oval that pops out when you run this through the machine. I also have a scrap sheet of window sheets. So window sheets, if you don't have them already, they're great to have. Here is their code. And you get 12 by 12, 2 of them, window sheets. All right, so I'm going to start with the things that need to dry on this card. I'm going to get my mono glue. And I am just going to place a little bit of it on the back of this frame and attach it to the window sheet. Hey, Barbara, welcome. I think you might be new here. I'm not sure, but even if you're not new, maybe I just missed your name. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm just putting a light wash of this glue all around. Hey, Marcia, your card went out in the mail today. And I am going to set that down on this scrap window sheet and just lay it there and let it dry. Then I am going to come over to this little piece here and I am going to stamp With Love that also comes in the True Beauty stamp set. And I am going to stamp that in Early Espresso ink. Good. I'm glad you're excited to get it. It is a pretty card. Okay, I'm going to tap this little tiny stamp onto the espresso ink. Check it. And the size of your stamp tells you how hard to press. If it's little like this, I'd rather press lightly and leave it longer on the paper than press hard and lift quickly. If you do this, you'll get a clear stamped image. Let me show you what happens if you go fast. See how light that is? And let me show you what happens if you press too hard. See, it's wide, you can barely read it, and it even got a little mark on the side. So we want to press lightly and longer and get the perfect image. I'm going to take my paper snips now. And I'm going to cut off the good one. And I'm going to make a banner end on one side. So I'm just snipping right up the middle of the cardstock and then coming over to the corner and then snipping this corner. And I have a little banner. Place this aside with my frame and my window sheet. I'm going to take my card base and put down this layer piece right on top. I fell in love with this right away. I love the deep dark espresso and the way this Quatrefoil folder embosses this paper. So let's just get that down. All right, I'm getting every bit of glue out of that bottle. I think it's at its life's end here. All right, then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put one on the top inside as well. Have you ever lined the top inside of your card before? I like to do that on my portrait style cards because when they open the card and you've written something in this area, hi Roz. Of course, they open the card and they can see something pretty here as well. Okay, so I'm not going to put this down just because I wait until I get it how I want it and then put it down. So if I make a mistake, I can just get another piece and start over. All right. So now I'm going to take a rose and a stem that I already embossed, and I'm going to color that for you. Actually, let me stamp another rose and some leaves for you before so that I can emboss those and color them at the same time. So here's what my scrap espresso cardstock is for, and my white craft ink. And I'm going to tap the Quatrefoil embossing folder is what I used. And in the new catalog, ladies, they have beautiful folders. I'm going to get every single one of them. They are beautiful. I'm very excited. Folders are one of my favorite things. So I'm excited that they got some more that I can use. One of them I think is raindrops, and one of them is like a men's metal tinny. I forget what it's called. I remember loving all three of them. I forget what exactly they are now without looking back. But I'm going to get all of them. I know that. They're already on my list to order on the 1st. Demonstrators can order on the 1st, and so I will be doing that. White embossing powder on white craft ink. Isn't it beautiful on that espresso cardstock? I just love it. I'm going to heat up my gun, my heat tool. Hold it down with my tweezers that come in the kit with the tray, and the tray is a holdover, a carryover. So in the new catalog, if you don't already have the tray and the tools, you can get it now, or you can get it when the new mini comes out. Yep, January 4th for customers. That's right, Roz. All right, so now I need to cut these out. I didn't cut everything out. I thought I had, but must have had to go back in the house. Okay, so I'm going to cut those out, and I'm going to cut this one and this one out in craft. So let me move my pieces so I can bring the machine over. I'm always afraid that there's somebody on here that I don't see their name and they don't know how to use the machine. So sometimes I don't do any cutting, and then I always feel bad that maybe somebody was wondering, what the heck, how did she do that? So the names I see here, I know you guys all know how, but there might be somebody on here that doesn't. All right, so let's get cut and emboss machine over here. Okay, so my platform 1, 2, and one of my 3s. I don't need this much paper. And then my rows. And my dies, let me see. Just got to spin it till you find the way it goes. It's going to take me a while to learn how this one fits. I think I had it a minute ago and then lost it. There it is. Okay. I spun one too many times by that. And then the leaves. Now I'm not putting tape on the crumb cake, the dies that are on the crumb cake, because they're not over a stamped image, so if they move, it's okay. But over the rows and the leaves, I don't want them to move. The tape is from Amazon. It's called Post-it note tape. So you can order it there. Okay. I love the brown trim around this. Just love that look. And then the sprigs will come out nicely. And you take your pick tool. Will help you to remove them from the actual die. There's one. And here's the other. Okay, so I've got those pieces. I'm looking at everything I've got here. These pieces, this is dry on here, and my little with love. All right, now, when I saw this frame, it made me think of a mirror, you know, or not a mirror, a picture frame, vintage, and that have got the bubble glass in it. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's rounded. So I wanted to make a card that looked like that. So I'm going to cut this out, fussy cutting. So I will have, hi Lori, window sheet or glass in my case over the items that are inside the picture frame. So it's really easy to cut out because you just lay your scissors around, you know, against the frame and cut and trim the window sheet. You have one of those. I have one too. And I have a picture that I absolutely adore of my mother-in-law on her wedding day. And she's getting in a car in front of the church. It just reminds me of a movie star. The wind was blowing and her veil is kind of blowing in the wind a little bit. And I keep asking her, and every time we're together, she says, I'll look for it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I don't know where I saw it, but she put it away, I guess. And she's got to get it out. She said I could have a copy. And I want to put that picture in that frame that I have. So the frame is up in my bedroom right now this way, but it doesn't have a picture in it yet because I'm waiting for that one. So there we go. See this? You can see the shine there? Okay. So this is going to be my actual picture. And this is where I'm going to go to from our home. You know what I did, you guys? Hi, Deborah. I forgot to show you the card. Oh. It's okay that you're late. Look at this. What do you think? And then what I say about opening it up and having a greeting on the inside too as they're reading what you wrote. I just love that idea. Thank you. I just love it so much. Okay, so we're going to go to the oval that popped out and to the From Our Home to Yours. And I'm going to ink this up. And stamp From Our Home to Yours up towards the top. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Marcia. And then I'm going to take these sprigs that I cut out and lay them here in a manner that they will not cover your sentiment. Thanks, Karen. Just a little bit of glue here. You know how I like to leave the tops loose. This is going to be under glass anyway. Well, window sheets anyway, so it's a little bit too much glue there. Oh boy. Let me get some of that off. Okay. So I'm going to just set it down and go right up to my words. And yes, this is wider than the oval. That's okay. We're going to do a little surgery and get that cut off. Light glue here again. And yes, a little bit will be off the edge of the oval, but that's okay. Okay, now here's a choice. See how on the inside of my card, the outside says From Our Home to Yours. And then on the inside it says With Love. You could stamp With Love right here too. From Our Home to Yours with love if you want. And then just have the flower in here and then no With Love there. That's one choice. But I did the With Love on the inside, so I'm going to do it the same now as I did the other day. So let's do the surgery. You turn your piece over. And whatever's hanging over the edge, just snip it off. It's a little scary, but it lands up looking good. You're like, my goodness, you're cutting it all off. That's what I said. But we just need what's under the glass, see? And come around here and trim it again. Okay. And then we'll just place this right kind of in the middle. And it's flat. trying to stay in camera for you, so let me move my stamps. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad, Bev. All right, so that's there, down like that. So now we're going to take the window frame, the picture frame, and we're going to use mini glue dots. Oh, there was more mini glue dots in the new paper pumpkin. I'm so happy. I love getting those. These, not mini glue dots, mini dimensionals. These are small, but they're still a little bit big for this frame. So see how I'm putting a straight edge right on the bigger part of the frame so you don't see them when you look through the window sheet. So just cut one in half and place them down about there, all four sides. Okay, I knew I was going to love this set. I had to earn it, and I did. And I was so excited when it came. Now, to get that bubble, I'm just pushing in on these two little sides here, just slightly. Push one in, just a little bit, because you don't want your card to be, too bulky. And then push that one in, and push down, and they'll grab. And then you've got a slight bubble there. Oh gosh, I just love that so much. And so now we're going to take our rose. We'll take both of them at the same time. Whoops. And we're going to take our soft succulent ink and a bobber, what do you call them? Sponge dauber, a bobber. And the pink is Flirty Flamingo. Now with this technique, I use a bright or dark color on my sponge dauber because we're going to go over embossing and it lightens up a lot. So if you use like Blushing Bride, I don't know if you would even see anything. So I put quite a bit on there. We're going to do both of them the same. One of them is going to go on the inside and one is going to go on the outside. And then the soft succulent is for the stems and the leaves. I love white on crumb cake and espresso. So on Sunday, I'm going to be doing something where it's white on crumb cake and using the die that I fell in love with right away, this one. Oh my gosh, cards are stunning with this bundle. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take my rose, and there's a little divot or whatever right there. So I thought if I put that down here with a dimensional, I'm not going to take the back off quite yet. And is it that one or that one? It's this one. Okay. And then the leaves. And the leaves, I think, are going to go under the rose. But if you put a dimensional there, because it's embossed and there's ink on there, it may not stick well. It may keep popping off, so I suggest that you use the liquid glue for this. Mini glue dots probably the same thing. So I'm using the glue, just like that. Then we'll turn this over and peel off the dimensional and set this right over the bottom of the frame. Very Victorian, don't you think? And then our white little ribbon with mini glue dots. And I just tuck this in here. All right, now we open it up and we have the same beauty on the inside. They're going to open it up to read the message and see this beautiful rose here. This is going to be flat though. And then the with love, you can take your bone folder and just curl it a bit. Ah, thanks, Marcia. And a little glue on the top. And stick it right under that stem there. And then you would have your bottom piece here. So we need jewels, the iridescent rhinestones. They just add sparkle to this, and that just is so fitting. Fitting florets, get it? And adds a little bit more interest. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you take your Wink of Stella and you just go over the center a little bit to make the bud just a different, back to the white. It takes off the color, and then I'm going to Stella the frame. You don't have to do this at all. It's really, really, really subtle. But if you're a stamper, you'll catch that. If you're not, if your recipient is not a stamper, they probably wouldn't notice. But I just think it adds a little something, something. Okay. Did I leave anything out? I don't think I did. So I hope you like it. I'm going to scroll back to see if there was any questions. What bundle are you using? I'm glad I looked back. True Beauty and the Organic Beauty Dies. I believe page 67 of the annual catalog. Let me double check. I was there at the beginning, but I don't remember for sure. 65, 60, yep, 67. And the dies are absolutely stunning. This one here with flowers, you can just see how, you can just tell that's going to be so pretty. Look at all the little diamonds. I did something with silver. So we're going to show you that on Sunday. All right, so any other questions? Hi, Julia. All right, we will see you guys next time. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.